The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the fourth-year running back, this is Devin Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go right back to Singletary. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Well, not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals. Well, it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. Throwing on 2nd down. Corral. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 3rd down, here's Corral. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They're going to look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. The defenders certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchup, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Falcons! Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, it's Corral. Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. They find some open field here. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal. We just saw him do it right there.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 1st down. Here's Corral with it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Again, it's Corral. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Off play action. Here's Corral. And the this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. On the give, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. 3rd and long, Corral to Shenault on the slant. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just...
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Singletary again. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Foreman. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A 1st down throw here for Corral.
catch here, left side, Thomas.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
A great play there with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's London.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Right, 97.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now back to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
for Kyle Pitts. Incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier, probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And this one too low.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Falcons 13.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. at their own 28-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they take a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Panthers, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.